What's up, everybody? For the people that don't know me, my name is Josh. Some of my friends call me Sway. Some of my friends even call me Zero. So today, I'm making this video on starting my clothing brand, how it's going, and pretty much like a few things that I've learned so far from starting a brand. The brand that I have right now is called V2M, which stands for Vintage to Modern. Because everything that's modern eventually becomes vintage, and vintage becomes back modern. You feel me? It's like a never-ending cycle. My Instagram is v2m.pr because somebody had the actual name. A small little background, so I always kind of been into clothes, but I never started, I never had like my own clothing line, and I never knew the ins and outs of having a clothing line. So with that being said, like me and my cousin had a YouTube channel, and like the people that supported us wanted merch, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't know how to go about it. So the first thing that I did was I found a graphic designer on Instagram, and to find that I really just like searched through hashtags, did graphic designers, logo designs, and just found like somebody on Instagram. I messaged them, told them the idea that I had, and kind of went from there. Then after I had the idea, like I didn't know like where to get the shirts made, so I ended up finding a website called teespring.com. And what Teespring is, like, they do everything. All you gotta do is upload your artwork, and they'll print the shirts for you and also ship it out. So I set the price, and then I just uploaded it online so the people were able to copy it. The first thing I learned about that was money that you will earn from that is like very low, because like you're not doing anything hands-on. So like if I price a shirt for $35, I'm probably getting $12 off of that shirt, because since they shipping it out and they printing it, like they taking the bigger chunk out of that money. You don't have to put any work in at all, but you getting very low profit from that. Let's say it made like $500. I think we sold like probably like 26 shirts, and we got like $200. So we had to split that. So we probably got like 120 each. You get what I'm saying? That's how much of a big cut that they took from it. It could be beneficial because you don't have to do anything at all. Just upload your artwork and then make money. But it's also like, it's like a win-lose, you get what I'm saying? Because like you winning because like you don't have to do anything, but you also losing because you're making low profit and you don't know what your item look like. So like if your customer is unhappy with that item, like you still have to deal with that because you're still responsible, because that's your item. So if you don't have any money to put like into invest in clothes, I'll probably say that's like your best option to go, because like you can make money so you can reinvest that money to have like better products. But after doing it the first time, I think I did it like one more time after that, but I tried to do everything myself. Like, so pretty much I found like different like images like on Google, and then I went to a website called Defont, made some font, did like a graffiti type of font, because that's what I was going for, like with the design. And I tried to do something real quick, so I could make like some money, and it didn't work out in my favor at all, because like it was like shown that I didn't put like no effort at all. You get what I'm saying? So like I made all of that within like 5 minutes, and I posted it online. I went through the same website, uploaded and everything. I probably had like one order that I did, and it was like the name that I was starting to call like the people that support like my main page. So it was called like the Wavy Bunch. So I'm like, oh man, I'm about to do like a graffiti type of design with the Wavy Bunch. Find this and just put it on the shirt, and then sell it like that. Bro, I literally sold one shirt. You know what I'm saying? So like that really didn't work out like in my favor at all. Next time I drop, I wanted to be more hands-on with the clothes, but I also wanted the profit to be bigger. So the next time I dropped some clothes, I did the same thing. I went to found another different graphic designer on Instagram. I told him the idea that I wanted. He didn't give me exactly what I wanted, but I was like okay with the design, you know? And that's another thing I want to say, like if you paying for something, don't ever settle, because like you're paying for it. Like, so if you have an idea in mind and that person doesn't come with the idea, like don't settle and be like, oh okay, I'm gonna take it, because like it's not what you want. So don't pay for something that you don't want. That's another thing that I learned. The graphic designer sent me something back, like that wasn't what I really was asking for, but I was cool with it. I was like, oh, design look kind of cool, so I'm gonna just run with it. So what I did was, before like getting it like mass made, I try to find different businesses where I could get it made, like different print shops and stuff like that. And to find the print shops, I really just went on Google and typed in local screen print shops. They even have like places in the mall that I went to. So I went to like 2 or 3 different places. But after doing that, all the pieces that I got back did not come back how I liked them at all. I learned that each shop have different prints that they do, whether it's like screen print, DTG, and it's even like another type of print that you could feel. It's like a plastic type of feel like on the shirt, and not every print, not every shop also could do like certain sizes. Like me, for like designs that I like, I always like big type of graphics like on shirts, but not everybody could do that, you know. So that's another thing that I've learned, like going to different businesses. It's kind of like a trial and error, because like I was testing something out and it really still didn't come back like how I wanted to. So what I did was like I kind of did like a little bit more research, went back on Instagram, and since I learned more about like the printing styles now, I saw what I like best, and then I went like with DTG. So after I went with like a DTG type of print, I just typed that in on Instagram, DTG printing. I found like a shop that do DTG printing. Then I also like found another graphic designer to get like exactly what I wanted. After finding that shop on Instagram, that DTG shop on Instagram, I reached out to him, saw his prices, asked him like how much it was for a sample, and he was like, it's only like $35 for the sample. And I'm like, bro, like that's cool, like, you know what I'm saying, let's go, let me do it, let me see how they come back before like I mass order these and like if they come back messed up. He sent the sample and I was like, yeah bro, like I like these, they came out way better than like the previous shirts that I got made. I think I ended up paying like $400 or $500 something, and it did went pretty well. Like, so he sent the shirts, but he did it backwards. Our original idea was to have like the words on the front and then the skull on the back. The words on the front and then the skull on the back. But then like I was like, you know what, I'm gonna change it. So I want the skull on the front and then the words on the back. So I told him that before like we started doing the printing. So like when I got the sample, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna actually do a reverse. So when he sent me the products, he sent it to me with the words on the front and the graphic on the back. And I was like, nah bro, like I wanted it like this, you know what I'm saying? And and I showed him the messages. He was like, all right bro, that's my fault, I'm gonna take that L. And then he sent me like the same amount of shirts, but the correct version. So now I had like 2 batches of shirts, which kind of worked out in my favor. And he wasn't worrying about like me paying him again because like he messed up or anything like that. Learned going through like a shop, my profit was bigger. I got to see the item firsthand. So I knew like what my customers were gonna be getting, because like you gotta think about whatever like you're gonna be selling, like your name is attached to that. So like you don't want to sell a bad product and your name be attached to that, because like you can't, how you gonna expect to bring in more clientele if you selling like a bad product? You get what I'm saying? So I got to see the product, I got the, and then it was already packaged too. That's another thing I learned. Not every business package items. From that experience, it's like the type of printing that I chose to go with. So since I did do DTG printing, I learned that like that printing fades like over time. After a few washes, the colors kind of fade out more than the screen print shirt. Kind of after getting those shirts and seeing it like they coming out exactly how I wanted, I ended up getting some more made. I got like a different colorway made. I ended up selling those out as well. When I got to like my next design, I found another graphic designer. I chose like, you know what, I'm gonna do DTG again, because like I like that shop. The prices were good, and like it was like easy transaction, you get what I'm saying? So I went through that same shop again, but this time it was kind of messed up, like how everything played out. So I ended up losing $400 the next time I went to the same shop. The reason why I lost $400 is because like the graphic I sent kind of had like, it was like almost a boxy fit graphic, and it wasn't like kind of faded on the side, so how it would be on the shirt. So I went to the same shop just because like I trusted that shop, and like I knew the work that he did because I previously ordered from him. But what I've learned is to always get a sample, no matter what. Always get a sample, because like just because you dealt with that person or that shop before doesn't mean like it'll always come out the same, because every graphic may be different, or whatever that you're looking for may be different as well. He notified me that like, oh, he didn't have the packaging this time, so I was gonna have to kind of bag it myself. I was like, you know what, that's fine, you know what I'm saying, I just need the shirts, because like I was really just in a rush to get it, so I wasn't trying to get no sample, I wasn't trying to do nothing, because like I was really trying to get them out like very fast, you know what I'm saying? So like, and that's another thing you can't do, you can't rush, because like the process, it's a very long process if you want something to come out right. So I got the shirts and they came out messed up. Like they didn't come out like the mock-up at all. Like they came up like so messed up, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I messaged the dude, I'm like, bro, like the shirts didn't come out like how I wanted them to. Like I asked you, can you get it close to the mock-up? You told me you can. They didn't come out like how it was. I was trying to get a refund because I was like, bro, like I wanted 25 shirts, but when you did the first shirt and you saw like that it didn't come out exactly how I wanted, you could have stopped the production, told me like, look, it's not gonna come out how you want it, or that you couldn't do it. But he pretty much was saying like it was kind of like on me because of how the graphic was. So a couple things that I learned from that is always get a mock-up. And then 2, make sure like the graphic that you have is like ready to be printed and is correct. So like I was saying, like it was like on some like it was like a boxy graphic and it wasn't like faded on the sides, and that was because like the graphic designer that I went to, he didn't really like do it correctly. After like talking, like going back and forth to do it and seeing like why they came out the way that they did, I learned like what I need to do like next time when it comes to that same issue. So that $400 I kind of lost out on. I kind of just took that L. So the shirts that like came out messed up, what I'm gonna end up doing, I wasn't gonna sell them because like I said, like my name attached to it, and I didn't want to sell like a messed up type of product. So what I think I'm gonna end up doing with those shirts is like just going pass them out to like some homeless people with like a food bag. So I had to find like another person that could do the shirts exactly how I want to. So I ended up having to pay like even more for these shirts now. So the last time I paid $400, I lost out on that $400, and then the next time I ended up paying like $625 for these shirts. So the first thing I'll say is the more work you do, the bigger the profit, obviously, because going through like websites like the first website I went through, they could do everything, but you're gonna have lower the profit. I'll say lower the profit, bigger the risk, because you still don't know what the product looks like. Then the second thing that I'd probably say is finding like the right graphic designer, paying for exactly what you want for. If they don't get exactly what you pay for, you should be able to get your money back. Don't settle for anything like when it comes to like your business or like your clothing or whatever it is. Don't ever settle, because like you're paying for that product or that item or whatever it may be. 3, learn about the different type of prints, because like what I learned about like DTG print, like how it fades over time, and if you do screen printing, it doesn't fade as much over time as the DTG would. So definitely learn more about the prints, different prints that goes on shirts. And I also like dealing with like different manufacturers and different like companies. I learned that they have different types of shirts, different fitting shirts. When it comes to weights, when it comes to prints, like this right here on this shirt, this is like a puff print type shirt. Like it's like different things that I learned, like just dealing with like different manufacturers and kind of like losing money. You get what I'm saying? Like spending a lot of money trying to get what I want. But it's like I wouldn't say it's like not a like a. It's a very long process, you feel me? Because like not a lot of people want to give you out certain information. So like it's a very like long process that take like time, research, and money. 3 things that it'll really take, because like nobody really they not trying to give you that information. You get what I'm saying? So I hope you did learn something from that video. That's just a little background. And then on this channel, what I'm going to be doing is going to be strictly about clothes, like me progressing through building like a clothing empire. My new clothing pickups, outfit of the day videos. Like right now I'm just chill. I got my little khakis on, shirt and a hat, you know what I'm saying? Big hair. And if you have any questions, I think I want my next video to be like a Q&A type of video with clothes. So if you have any questions, just drop them down below. I'll make sure I answer it in the next video, or like before in the beginning of the next video. Just make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow my clothing page on Instagram right here. You know what I'm saying? Go shop. I got some shirts out right now, and I hope y'all enjoyed that video.